On Saturday, President Barrow laid the foundation stone for the Temple Tree Hospitality Resort in Tangi, a major private investment set to boost the Gambia's tourism industry. Vice President Mohamed B.S. Jallow on Monday opened the first ever UK-Gambia trade mission, bringing together over 40 UK and Gambian businesses to explore investment and partnership opportunities. Over the weekend, the Ministry of Interior held its annual retreat, bringing together security chiefs and key stakeholders to review progress, address emerging challenges within the Gambia's security sector. The Paradise Initiative has launched its new community campaign, the Baobab Initiative, designed to empower women to take the lead in health and climate action in the Gambia. These and more coming ahead. Do stay with us. Now, on Saturday, President Barrow laid the foundation stone of the Temple Tree Hospitality Resort in Tangi, West Coast region, a major private investment expected to strengthen the Gambia's tourism and hospitality industry. Ali Sise reports.
The Temple Tree Hospitality Resort project is being described as a significant boost to destination Gambia, with expectations to enhance holiday makers' experience, thereby positioning the Gambia as one of the best among tourist destinations. It is expected to contribute to job creation, community development, and year-round tourism activities. Usman Bojang, governor of the West Coast region, welcomed the development and expressed hope that the facility will help transform Tangier and strengthen the region's tourism sector.
We are very, very thrilled to have you. The Temple Tree have the confidence in your leadership, and this is why they left other places and decided to come to the Gambia to invest in Tangier.
Temple Tree Hospitality in the Gambia is headed by Dietary Maguns, its co-founder and director, who has more than 40 years' experience in the leisure and tourism sector with investments in the Middle East and Africa. He says the project will meet international standards and support the Gambia's growing tourism market.
Today, we embark on a project of significant scale and long-term importance, really long-term importance. I am proud to say that this journey is undertaken together with strong partners whose combined experience can make this and will make this vision a reality.
Padu Dumbai, the CEO of Temple Tree Hospitality Initiative, assures stakeholders that the project will be delivered on schedule without compromising quality.
Now the big job is going to start after Ramadan, and we would want to make you know that the promise will become a reality.
Aiden Jai, the new Director General of the Gambia Tourism Board, said the project aligns with ongoing efforts to diversify tourism products and improve standards.
This investment is a product of a well-thought-out public-private partnership and benefited from top-level executive blessings.
President Barrow acknowledged the tourism sector as a key driver of national development and economic growth. He said the project of this nature will help expand opportunities and strengthen investor confidence.
The Temple Tree Hospitality Project is estimated to contribute more than $200 million in foreign exchange value over time. Once fully developed, about $50 million in revenue generation in tourism and destination spending is expected annually. During the construction phase, for example, the project is expected to generate between 500 and 1,500 direct jobs within the first 24 months, alongside thousands of indirect opportunities across the supply chain.
Other speakers, including the Alcalo of Tangier and Chief of Combo South, thanked both the investor and the government for bringing what they described as another impactful project to Combo South. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliu Sise.
Vice President Mohamed B.S. Jallow on Monday presided over the opening of the first ever UK-Gambia trade mission, which brought together over 40 businesses and investors from the UK and the Gambia to explore investment opportunities and partnerships. And Sumana Esonyasi was there and he now reports.
This mission is being spearheaded by the governments of the United Kingdom and the Gambia to foster business-to-business engagements, networking sessions and discussions with a focus on expanding trade, encouraging foreign direct investment and unlocking new growth opportunities. Vice President Mohamed B.S. Jallow highlighted the Gambia's peace, stability and renowned hospitality as key assets for businesses and UK investors, adding that the country stands out as a dependable business partner at a time when reliability and trust are increasingly invaluable, particularly amid ongoing global challenges, and invites UK businesses to consider investing in the Gambia.
I encourage all participants to use this mission to explore opportunities, exchange knowledge, and identify ventures that will advance our shared prosperity. We express our deepest appreciation to all delegates and partners, particularly the British High Commission, the Department for Business and Trade, GAIPA, the Africa Agenda Network, and all institutions that have supported this vision.
Harriet King, British High Commissioner to the Gambia, and Morke Sise, Gambia's Minister of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, said the UK-Gambia trade mission reflects a strong, shared determination to deepen commercial relations, expand industrial capacity and stimulate private sector growth, and encourage participants, especially UK investors, to take advantage of the business opportunities in the Gambia.
In every country, advancement in these sectors must go hand in hand with creating a strong and secure business environment. This is essential not only for attracting investment, but also for ensuring that it delivers lasting and inclusive benefits across the Gambia. That is why the UK is also proud of its valuable partnerships across health, education, migration, justice sector reform, climate and nature, security and defence.
The government continues to implement bold reforms to improve the ease of doing business, strengthen trade facilitation, enhance investment protection, support MSMEs and exporters, and accelerate the industrialization through the development of economic zones that promote job creation and value addition.
As participants prepare for 2 days of engagements, GAIPA CEO Usainu Senghor and Fatimata Ati Jibrin, Director of Programs at DMA Invest and head of the UK delegation, underscored the mission's anticipated impact in advancing business development and driving economic growth in both countries. They also praised the governments of the Gambia and the United Kingdom for fostering an enabling environment for such initiatives.
The Gambia today is a country on the rise, strategically positioned, reform-driven, investor-friendly, and rich in opportunity. From agriculture to tourism, from health to energy, from trade to innovation, our nation offers not only competitive returns, but a compelling story of resilient reform and responsive growth.
We have the privilege of having a variety of sectors today, very multi-sectoral, from education, agriculture, energy, construction, financial services, with concrete, tangible projects that are already in the pipelines that either they wish to expand or develop here in the Gambia.
The UK-Gambia Trade Mission is expected to establish a strong foundation for future cooperation, strengthen investor confidence, and position the Gambia as an attractive destination for international business. Meanwhile, officials are optimistic that the 2-day business engagement will lead to tangible partnerships and investment outcomes benefiting both countries. Answane Sonyase for KTV News.
Over the weekend, the Ministry of Interior held its annual retreat, gathering security chiefs and key stakeholders from across the country to review progress, tackling emerging challenges, and enhance coordination within the Gambia's security sector. Usman Jatta has the details.
Our collective mission is to provide the best security and safety service to the people of this country on whose behalf and for whose welfare and security we are tasked to serve. My vision as the Minister of Interior I want to see a Gambia where every person feels safe and secure.
That was the Minister of Interior, Abdoulaye Sanyang, addressing his ministry's latest retreat. The retreat focused on taking stock of activities in 2025 and setting priorities for 2026. Central to the discussions were improved coordination, efficient use of resources, and ensuring security services remain people-centered and responsive.
We win together or we fail together, and we are better together.
The retreat also aligns with the Gambia's broader security sector reform SSR program aimed at transforming security institutions into professional, accountable, and human rights compliant bodies operating under democratic oversight. Participants examine operational and administrative procedures alongside legal frameworks guiding security operations. National Security Advisor Abubakar Suleiman Jeng and the Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Interior, Matar Sise, both highlighted the importance of collaboration among security institutions in maintaining peace and public trust.
As well, provided us the opportunity to be able to collaborate more, enhance coordination, all geared towards building resilience as far as partnership is concerned.
And I think a lot of the institutions have actually demonstrated their performance. They've done very well on the very difficult challenges sometimes.
Hule Jalo, Deputy Director General of the GID, Ibrahim Abba, Acting Inspector General of Police and the Head of Administration at the Gambia Police Force, emphasized the significance of the retreat.
Today is the first day that we have sat together to see each other as brothers and sisters, to face each other and tell each other the truth and accept it, that yes, I have accepted this is the reality and I will go by that. So therefore, this particular program today have really sought out a lot of issues relating to our operations, administrative procedures, and accepting the fact that we are all Gambians and we are targeting the same. What are we targeting? Peace and tranquility, peace and stability.
It's also an opportunity for departments to have a conversation among themselves and to know what they are doing in their respective departments. As the saying goes, these three C's, communicate, coordinate, and collaborate, of course, with a view to work together. So it's important to bring them together, to synergize, to discuss, and then to think the same way.
With the country preparing for the December 5th presidential election, security leaders stressed the importance of preparedness in neutrality and interagency cooperation. The Director General of the Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Demba Sise, and Assistant Chief Fire Officer, Masane Eskepa, both highlighted the retreat's role in strengthening coordination and improving emergency preparedness across the country.
We all win together and we all lose together. And that, for me, that is heavy. That's loaded, and that's what everybody here is trying to capture. We want to synergize our energies. We want to see how we can share ideas so that collectively we can take care of the security infrastructure of this country. Because ultimately, we are all here, everybody in this under the ministry, we are all here to serve the Gambian people.
Since in the morning, the Honorable Minister of Interior, the National Security Advisor, are sitting in our midst, and they are looking at what we are presenting, they are raising their questions, and at the same time they have bigger things to present to us, which is definitely a point where we have learned a lot. And the fact that we interacted, sectors under the ministry, is also another plus.
The annual retreat reinforced collaboration among the Gambia's security institutions, ensuring readiness, accountability, and public trust, while charting a strategic path for a safer, more secure nation in 2026 and beyond. Osman Jata, QTV News.
That report by Usman Jata will take us on a commercial break. When we return, we have more national news stories. Do stay tuned.
Good health starts with what is on your plates. That is why the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations FAO and the Ministry of Health have partnered to create the food-based dietary guidelines to help us meet our nutritional needs, promote health and prevent disease. For strong muscles, healthy growth, and a strong immune system, animal source foods are essential. The FAO and the Ministry of Health recommend including 1 serving of animal source foods in your daily diet. A serving could be 1 large bonga fish, a chicken leg, or 6 matchbox-sized pieces of beef. Aim for 120 grams each day. Incorporate more foods from domestic animals like poultry, eggs, and milk for high-quality protein, while limiting processed meats and saturated fats. Eat animal-sourced foods daily for a healthier, stronger you and a healthier Gambia. Eat well, live strong. Follow the food-based dietary guidelines.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. The Paradise Initiative has launched its new community campaign, the Baobab Initiative, designed to empower women to take the lead in health and climate action in the Gambia. The launch event brought together experts, advocates, and community leaders to spotlight the interconnected challenges of climate change, women's health, and mental well-being. Yafatu Gay tells us more.
The Baobab initiative takes inspiration from the resilient baobab tree, celebrated for its strength and ability to thrive in harsh conditions. Organizers say the tree symbolizes Gambian women who often shoulder the heaviest burdens when climate change impacts health, food security, and family life. Dorothy Waters from the Planetary Health Group at the Medical Research Council highlighted the dangers of extreme heat for pregnant women, noting that it is a leading cause of weather-related death worldwide and that climate change is worsening the situation.
And so how does heat affect women, pregnant women and neonates? Studies investigating the effect of heat and maternal outcomes have found consistent increased risk of hypertension in pregnancy, gestational diabetes, and more recently, poor mental health and mental illness.
Aisha Balde is the founder of the PF initiative.
We all complain about the heat. We all complain about the weather. But what are we doing about the weather? Who is changing the weather? It is us as humans who live in the planet. We are actually changing our environment. So we need to create awareness because it impacts on women.
Sylvia Lorenzi, director of Peace of Mind, a mental health organization, explained that floods, crop failure, food security, and heat waves can trigger fear, stress, poor sleep, and emotional distress, particularly among women and children.
So I'm here today to tell you that it directly affects our mental health. We can think about livelihoods, safety, daily stressors, and we can easily say that the impacts on our mental health is often invisible, but is very widespread.
Women's rights advocate Aissatou Dia Sawane spoke about the rising temperatures, shifting rainfall patterns, and increasing cost of firewood and charcoal. Women, she noted, are often responsible for cooking, farming, and caring for their families. Tasks made even more challenging by extreme heat and mountain pressures.
First of all, I want us to all agree, and I think everybody has agreed, it is now a universally adage that climate change is here, is inevitable, is part of our life. But how do we manage climate change? What are the things that we are going to do so that we can live through the challenges of climate change?
Salan Gibbs, program manager at the African Center for Democracy and Human Rights Studies, spoke on behalf of the center's executive director.
In our communities, women, particularly in low income and informal settings, do carry this burden and do carry a lot of responsibilities in terms of the household and in society as well. And unbelievably, they aren't as protected as they should be. And inevitably, hence the reason why this initiative is so important to highlight.
Environmental advocate Fatou Marong also emphasized the need to place women at the center of climate and health responses.
So I think this meeting's importance is from here today. We should really look at how our resilience should be really built, especially in climate awareness and climate vulnerability in the Gambia.
The Baobab initiative calls on communities and policymakers to empower women, recognizing their crucial role in health and climate action and ensuring they have support and resources to lead change. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafa Tugay.
17 Gambian delegates and officials from the National Center for Arts and Culture are in India to participate in the 39th Suraj Kund International Craft Mela, scheduled from 31st January to 15 February 2026. Let's hear from Loliam Kamara.
The Suraj Kund International Crafts Mela is an annual cultural and craft festival and one of the largest craft fairs in the world. It attracts more than 1 million visitors, including artisans, performers, cultural experts, and tourists from across India and around the globe. Over the years, the festival has evolved into a vibrant global platform for cultural exchange, offering participating countries the opportunity to showcase their traditional crafts, music, dance, and heritage. It has also become an important tool for cultural diplomacy, strengthening ties between India and the rest of the world through shared artistic values. At the farewell ceremony, Hassum Sise, historian and Director General of the NCAC, highlighted the significance of the Gambia's participation.
The Ministry of Arts, Tourism, Arts and Culture tasked us to select a cultural delegation that comprises, emerging artists, percussionists, singers, craftspeople, dancers, and technicians. There are 17 of them. Now, this is the second time that the Gambia is attending. We also attended in 2024. And then we did a very, very wonderful performance. And the delegation was even, welcomed by His Excellency, the Gambian Ambassador to India. And because of our good performance, this year also the Indian government has decided to invite us.
Mr. Sise further noted that the opportunity would expose Gambian artists to international markets, promote cultural tourism, and enhance the Gambia's global cultural image. Delegates Margaret Job, Lamin Gazama, and Hadi Nyang expressed their gratitude and excitement at the opportunity to represent the Gambia. First of all, I want to thank the government of the Gambia, the NCAC, and our team leader for believing in us. Without their leadership, those of us from rural Gambia would not have had this opportunity. I am grateful to everyone for their support.
We
have been entrusted with this responsibility and we will do our very best. We pray for a successful festival and promise to be exemplary ambassadors of our country.
I thank Allah for this opportunity. Everything happens at the right time. I believe this journey is part of God's plans, and I am grateful to Him and the NCAC. I pray that every artist may one day have the chance to experience such an opportunity. Musukeba Jame Fati, Senior Creative and Performing Arts Officer at the NCAC, is leading the delegation.
We are prepared because you see the rehearsal, the combination, and the beginning is so fantastic. So we hope everything will go well as planned.
The Gambian delegation looks forward to showcasing the country's rich arts and culture, forging international connections, and proudly representing the smiling coast of Africa at the 39th Suraj Kund International Craft Mela. For QTV News, Loliam Kamara.
That brings us to the end of this news bulletin, but before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. On Saturday, President Barrow laid the foundation stone for the Temple Tree Hospitality Resort in Tangi, a major private investment set to boost the Gambia's tourism industry. Vice President Mohamed B.S. Jallow on Monday opened the first ever UK-Gambia trade mission, bringing together over 40 UK and Gambian businesses to explore investment and partnership opportunities. Over the weekend, the Ministry of Interior held its annual retreat, bringing together security chiefs and key stakeholders to review progress, address emerging challenges within the Gambia security sector. The Paradise Initiative has launched its new community campaign, the Baobab Initiative, designed to empower women to take the lead in health and climate action in the Gambia. That's all for this bulletin. Join us again at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching.